Here's a horror story set in Germany. The Whispering Forest. In a small village in southern Germany, there was a dense forest called the Schwarzwald, or the Black Forest. The villagers believed it was cursed. Strange things would happen to anyone who ventured too far into its depths. Whispers in the dark, figures seen just out of the corner of the eye, and eerie feelings that someone or something was watching. Lena, a curious young woman, had always heard the stories, but she didn't believe them. She was drawn to the Black Forest, fascinated by its mysteries. One night, against the warnings of her family and friends, she decided to explore the heart of the forest alone. As Lena walked deeper into the woods, the trees seemed to close in on her. The canopy above blocked the moonlight, and soon she found herself surrounded by an unnatural darkness. The only sound was the crunch of leaves beneath her feet, but slowly, faint whispers began to emerge from the shadows. At first, Lena thought it was the wind, but the whispers grew louder, almost as if they were calling her name. She stopped and listened, her heart pounding. The voices were now unmistakable, and they weren't friendly. "Turn back," the voices hissed. "You don't belong here." Lena's heart raced, but she pushed forward, determined to prove there was nothing to fear. Suddenly, she saw a figure ahead, standing completely still. It was a tall, shadowy silhouette of a man, his eyes glowing faintly in the dark. Frozen in fear, Lena tried to speak, but no words came out. The figure slowly raised its hand, pointing deeper into the forest. Terrified, Lena turned and ran. But no matter how fast she moved, the forest seemed to twist and shift, confusing her. The path she had come from was gone, replaced by more trees, more darkness. And the whispers, now louder, were all around her, laughing, mocking. Hours passed, or maybe it was only minutes. Lena couldn't tell. Exhausted, she collapsed by a tree, her breath ragged. She closed her eyes for just a moment. When she opened them, she found herself in a small clearing, the same shadowy figure standing over her. "You should have listened," it whispered. The next morning, the villagers found Lena just outside the forest, unconscious but alive. Her hair had turned completely white, and she refused to speak of what she had seen. From that day on, no one dared enter the Black Forest again. But at night, the villagers still heard the faint whispers carried by the wind, and they knew that something ancient and evil still lurked within the trees, waiting for the next curious soul.